Games new to me. Please like and subscribe.
Hey guys, Rob here for Games New to Me, and welcome back to another stellar video. I hope you enjoyed, and I appreciate you clicking that thumbs up button, and I'd love for you to become a subscriber. Holy crap, did you guys see the presidential debate? If you did, then you saw Donald Trump get his ass handed to him. Literally. It was absolutely brutal, and he actually came across like someone who snorts cocaine. Now, I'm not saying he does snort cocaine. I'm just saying that all the sniffling and snorting during the debate sure raised some questions in many minds. When the sniffling is paired with the erratic behavior he displayed for 100 million people to see, it was surreal. I'm obviously in the anti-Trump camp, but this was such a horrific performance. I actually felt sorry for the guy at times. But just for a moment, and just for a bit. Remember, it's just one debate, and there's still a lot of election to go through, so I'm not going to crow about his loss too much. Barack Obama lost his first debate against Mitt Romney, but won the election, so nobody should get carried away right now. But why am I talking about the debate? It has nothing to do with video games, right? Well, in this case, it's a good segue to the story I'm talking about today. Let me read you some comments from some game developers, and I'll explain what's going on. Polytron Studio says, quote, "In a political climate as fragile and horrifying as this one, we cannot tactically endorse these actions by supporting Luckey and his platform. If you are a voting citizen in the United States, please remember to register and make your voice heard this November 8th. Do not let bigotry, white supremacy, hate, and fear win." Insomniac Games said, Insomniac Games condemns all forms of hate speech. While everyone has a right to express his or her political opinion, the behavior and sentiments reported do not reflect the values of our company. We are also confident that this behavior and sentiment does not reflect the values of many Oculus employees we work with on a daily basis. Structura Games tweeted, "Until Palmer Luckey steps down from his position at Oculus, we will be canceling Oculus support for our games." Neutron VR tweeted, "Hey, at Oculus, Palmer Luckey's actions are unacceptable. Neutron VR will not be supporting the Oculus Touch as long as he is employed there." Tomorrow Today Labs added in another tweet, "Hey, at Oculus, Palmer Luckey's actions are unacceptable. Newton VR will not be supporting the Oculus Touch as long as he is employed there." So what is going on, you may ask? Who is Palmer Luckey, and why are game developers in an uproar? Let's start with the man himself. Let's talk about Palmer Luckey. If you don't already know, Palmer Luckey is the founder of Oculus VR and designer of an early version of the Oculus Rift, the HD VR head-mounted display that provides the user with different virtual reality experiences. Okay, so that's all well and good, but what did he do to tick off so many developers who were working on VR games for the Oculus? Well, in essence, he touched the third rail. He did what you should never do, and then he tried to cover it up. Usually it's the cover-up, not the crime, that gets you. But in this case, it's kind of both. You see, the Daily Beast exposed the little shenanigans that Palmer Luckey was involved in. According to the article, Palmer Luckey was believed to have financially backed a pro-Trump, anti-Clinton support group. That's not the bad part, though. The bad part is that he lied to everyone about it and concealed his true level of involvement with the group. The group, called Nimble America, describes itself as, quote, "a social welfare 501c4 nonprofit," unquote. Nimble America states it is dedicated to proving that, quote, "shitposting is powerful and meme magic is real," unquote. So the group does exactly what it says. It creates obnoxious memes about the Democratic candidate in an effort to pivot away from Donald Trump's inexperience and lack of credible knowledge about, well, just about everything. The idea is that by distracting with cartoons, caricatures, and by getting them to go viral, they can help steal the election for Trump. That in itself is deplorable, but let's talk about Palmer Luckey's role in all of this. The Oculus Rift developer told the Daily Beast he had posted on Reddit with an account, quote, "Nimble Rich Man," given to him by the organization's founders, despite being listed as vice president of the group on their website. He insists he's merely contributed financially because it, quote, "sounded like a real jolly good time," unquote. There are two things you just don't do. You don't cover things up, and you definitely don't tell easily detected lies to the internet. For hell hath no fury like the internet pissed off. Luckey had posted to Reddit repeatedly, driving Nimble America's shitposting agenda and then denying it. I'm sure the Donald Trump campaign can use all the help it can get to distract from his complete incompetence in everything except scamming people, but when you're trying to put unproven technology's best foot forward, virtual reality, it's probably best to just stop and think if this is a good idea for your business. Luckey or Luckey, it's spelled Luckey. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Luckey, but it might be Luckey. Anyway, he says, I came in touch with them over Facebook. It went along the lines of, hey, I have a bunch of money. I would love to see more of this stuff. They wanted to build buzz and do fundraising. Quote, the American Revolution was founded by wealthy individuals. Luckey is thought to have posted on Saturday using his nimble rich man nickname. Quote, the same has been true of many movements for freedom in history. You can't fight the American elite without serious firepower. They will outspend you and destroy you by any and all means, unquote. Because in Mr. Luckey's worldview, ideas and strategies should be fought with lies and deception, I guess. But we can pinpoint the very moment when things started to turn ugly for Palmer Luckey, when fundraising caused Reddit to revolt. Stating that all donations would be matched by an anonymous billionaire, Nimble America expected to, quote, raise a huge amount of money to, quote, shitpost across America, unquote. Reddit posters became concerned about the hijacking of the community, causing some members to hit back against attempts to, quote, monetize said community, unquote. A lot more twists and turns in the story, including the Daily Beast releasing emails that prove Luckey's deceptions and his outright lying about, quote, shitposting, unquote, to help deflect from criticism of the Donald Trump campaign. Be that as it may, Mr. Luckey met massive resistance on Reddit, and eventually this spread to game developers who were developing and supporting VR games for the Oculus Rift, as noted by the tweets and statements at the start of this video. The pressure grew so high on both Oculus and Palmer Luckey that he was forced to release the following written statement. Quote, I am deeply sorry that my actions were negatively impacting the perception of Oculus and its partners. The recent news stories about me do not accurately represent my views. Here's more background. I contributed $10,000 to Nimble America because I thought the organization had fresh ideas on how to communicate with young voters through the use of several billboards. I am a libertarian who has publicly supported Ron Paul and Gary Johnson in the past, and I plan on voting for Gary in this election as well. I am committed to the principles of fair play and equal treatment. I did not write the Nimble Rich Man post, nor did I delete the account. Reports that I am a founder or employee of Nimble America are false. I don't have any plans to donate beyond what I have already given to Nimble America. Still, my actions were my own and do not represent Oculus. I'm sorry for the impact my actions are having on the community, unquote. Let's face it, with all the use of the word shitposting in the story, I can already kiss any monetization of this video goodbye. But the question remains, is this enough to satiate the developers who put an ultimatum on Facebook and its Oculus Rift VR? That all depends on what else comes out about Palmer Luckey. I personally don't think his half-assed attempt at an apology and explanation are going to be well received. I expect that if any of Nimble America's shitposts, their word, not mine, memes make it into Donald Trump's lexicon, it's very possible that this story is far from over. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you watched my previous video, you'll know why. You guys are the best. I can't believe what's happening with this channel and the growth, and I just appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new here, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, why don't you click that subscribe button? You'll be helping to grow a very positive and great community, and you definitely have my thanks. This is Rob for Games New to Me saying, whichever candidate you support, be sure to register and vote. This election is way too important for you not to. Be good to each other, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.